this is my Pandora bracelet. I think for the most part I'm about finished with it. I do of course have space for a couple more charms, but I kind of like the look of how it is on my arm now. I don't really want it to be super tight or super filled up. So this is what it looks like when it's on my wrist. Because I do have nails right now, and just because sometimes it can be a little hard to take it off, I purchased this little thing from eBay. It's kind of like a guitar pick. I will link down below if I can find the link to it. I think I searched like Pandora clasp opener. I know Pandora sells one, but it's about $40, and this was maybe $3. So this is what I use to open my bracelet, because sometimes it can be hard. And I just use the pointed edge, place it into the middle, and it falls off. So just gonna go around my bracelet with you guys again, starting from the first charm I ever received. And this is the Maneki Neko. This is the, it's actually called the Lucky Cat charm, but in Japanese culture it is a Maneki Neko. The next one I have is my Cupcake. Got this for Christmas one year, I believe. Then I have my little Panda, and I also got him for Christmas. Now, when I got this one for Christmas, I think this was called a Panda. Now it might be the bear, because they do have a Panda one that looks even more like a panda. But nonetheless, he looks like a panda to me. He's my little panda, and I love pandas. Then I have the Lots of Love charm. Every Valentine's Day or so, I like to get a new charm, and that is the one I got a couple of years ago. Then I have the Love, Faith, and Hope charm. That's kind of self-explanatory. It's just nice to have a little reminder of the things that we should have in our life. Love, faith, and hope. Then I have my ribbed clip, and these are the two that I have that kind of separate my bracelet out. Next, I have the Birthday Bloom charm. This one right here. And that is actually for October. My birthday is in June, but at the time, pink was my favorite color, and I wanted the pink one. So that is that. Next, I have the Murano Cherry Blossom bead, I believe, and I really like Japanese cherry blossoms, so my mom got that one for me, I believe for my graduation from grad school. And right there in the middle is my study owl, and that is the one that I actually got when I graduated from grad school. So on one side it has an owl and a graduation cap, and then on the back it just says study, but it's upside down. I really like that one. I wanted that one for so long, and I knew once I graduated that that was something that I really wanted, just to commemorate that stage of my life. Not that I have fond memories of grad school, but it definitely was a significant accomplishment for me. The next one I have here in the middle is called Winter Wisp, and I got that for Christmas in 2014, yes. And it's basically just a charm with some little crystals on it. Then next we have our penguin family. I love penguins, my brother loves penguins, and I wanted something to signify family to me, because family is very important. So that's my little penguin family charm. Next, I have my Gondola. This is the only dangle charm on my bracelet. I don't tend to like things dangling from my wrist. I'm always afraid of it catching on something, and sometimes this actually does catch on to another one of my charms, but I've now moved it around a little bit. But this was for my 25th birthday when I went to Las Vegas. We rode gondolas in the hotel, and so that is my little charm to commemorate my 25th birthday. That was probably the best vacation of my life, and yeah, I just really love the little gondola charm, and that's me in there, and that's the gondolier who sung to me. Next, I have another one of my ribbed clips. Then I have my teacup. If you can see it in the middle, sorry if it's kind of hard, but it's getting kind of close and tight, so it's kind of hard to see it. But this is my teacup. last year I started an addiction with coffee and tea, and so that's kind of why I got the teacup. I've totally been obsessed with everything that goes in a teacup, so I got the little teacup. And then I have a spacer, if you can see, and it has like purple stones on it. I will put a description below of all the actual charms because I can't remember the names, but that's a spacer that I put between the teacup and the snowflake, just because sometimes it can get a little crowded and I don't want them to get scratched up or anything, and a spacer is kind of nice. So the next one I have, this snowflake in the middle. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I got that for Christmas this year from my parents, and it actually came with a really pretty snowflake Christmas ornament, and that was probably the best gift with purchase I've ever received. Like, it's really nice. So that's my little snowflake. My parents usually get me a couple of charms every Christmas. They know I love my bracelet, and I just love how every charm is so meaningful, and I can always think back to a time in my life and have great nostalgic memories when I look at the charms. So that's why I really love this bracelet. The next one I have is my dog Chris. Let me try to, I'm sorry, my nails are probably getting in the way. So he's the little puppy in the middle. He's a Christmas puppy. I named him Chris for Christmas. If you guys watch Vlogmas, you know that I want a puppy very badly, but I can't have one because my mother won't let me. And so she got me Chris for Christmas. So that's my little Christmas puppy. He's really cute. He has a red Santa hat on, and I'm obsessed with animals, oddly enough. So that's Chris. And the last real charm I have is this camera right here, and I got that for this Valentine's Day. I know that's kind of weird, but I've had my channel now for a little over 2 years, maybe, or maybe right at 2 years, I'm not sure. And you guys have just been such a big part of my life. I feel like I have a couple thousand friends, and I actually really love doing YouTube. I love making videos. I love conversing with you guys. So I wanted to get something with you guys in mind for my charm bracelet because you guys are a big part of my life. This is what I do most days. This is my hobby. This is probably the best hobby ever. And so I wanted to get something to commemorate you guys and my love for YouTube. So it's just a camera with a little rhinestone in the middle. And the last one I have on my charm is a butterfly clip. So at the end of my bracelet, when I just had the dog on it, he would slide off. So I wanted to get a clip to kind of act as a safety to keep anything from sliding off when the bracelet is open. So that's why I have that clip. So yeah, that was my bracelet. I'll just show you guys an overview again. Okay, we have the cat, we have the cupcake, we have the panda, lots of love, love, faith, hope, the clip, we have birthday blooms, we have the Murano bead, we have the study owl, the winter wisp, we have the penguin family, the gondola charm, one of my favorites, another ribbed clip, we have the teacup, the spacer, I think it's called like sentiment spacer or something like that. Then I have my snowflake. Then we have Chris, the Christmas puppy. And I also have my camera for you guys and my lace wing butterfly clip. And actually, I'm obsessed with butterflies, so that's another reason why I wanted to get that. But yeah, that's everything that's on my bracelet. Let me know if you guys think I should add more charms to it. I kind of like the way it fits and looks now, but it is kind of sad because I don't have any more charms to add to my bracelet. So I think I'm probably just going to get a black double leather wrap one and put a couple of charms on that and change them out. But I'm really happy with my bracelet. When I started collecting Pandora about 3 years ago, I thought, oh my goodness, it's gonna take years to fill it up, but it really didn't take too long. But I just love how everything on here has a special place in my heart. Everything on here is meaningful. It's not just me going out and buying jewelry. I have a lot of other way more expensive jewelry, and this is my favorite piece just because it's very sentimental, and everything on here just has a special place in my heart. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm going to place the names of all the charms, clips, spacers, and everything down below. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.